Politics is a very interesting game. And just like I keep on saying, it's also a very dirty game. Yesterday, William Samoei Arap Ruto, who is the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya, held a meeting with the residents of Molo and Njoro constituencies in Nakuru County. That meeting was sensitive to an extent that the Deputy President had to kick out the media.
Wengi wao ndio wanapata matatizo ya kisiasa. Nikaketi chini na rafiki yangu Uhuru Kenyatta na tukakubaliana, nikamwambia my friend Uhuru Kenyatta, mimi niko tayari, na nilikuwa na nafasi. Nilikuwa na nafasi. These media houses, why do we have media houses here? Nyinyi watu tokeni kwanza tuongee maneno ya maana.
And because of the sensitivity of that particular meeting, the Deputy President explained to the residents why he decided to support President Uhuru Kenyatta in 2013 against all odds. Today, President Uhuru Kenyatta, who was expected probably to respond to the Deputy President, decided to attack him, but indirectly. President Uhuru Kenyatta advised Kenyans not to elect leaders who will reverse the land reforms, and that they should elect leaders who will continue with the land reform agenda in this country. That statement by President Uhuru Kenyatta was actually directed at the Deputy President William Samoei Arap Ruto, because William Ruto is known, in quote, for land issues. And the question which I keep on asking myself, why would President Uhuru Kenyatta talk about land issues when the family has always had issues with lands? So the truth of the matter is that the president's statement was intended to achieve some objectives. In this video, I want us to look at why President Uhuru Kenyatta decided to attack William Ruto on a motive issue of lands. Before we do that, in case you're watching the channel for the first time, please take a second or two and click that subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue. Thank you guys for your continued support, because without that support, this channel cannot be where it is. It's a bit late, so I want to go straight to the point. By the way, I don't know what the problem with the Kenya Power. Today we didn't have power almost the whole day. That's why I'm actually late. So why would President Uhuru Kenyatta invoke a motive issue of land? Why do you think we'll do that? Listen to President Uhuru Kenyatta briefly.
Because you will recall that it once, not too many years ago, actually less than 4 years ago, it took a minimum of 6 months to complete a single land transaction. Today, this has been reduced to 48 hours using this system we have in place. Similarly, instead of taking between 1 and 3 months to conduct a land search, the system gives you a land search result in 3 to 5 minutes from the comfort of your home or office. But what I'm most proud about is the fact that all these systems have been developed by our very own young Kenyans who have shown that given an opportunity, they can participate in the transformation of our country, Kenya. I am aware that notwithstanding the promise of this new platform, land cartels today are regrouping again to slow the pace of reforms that we are undertaking. And in this context, and given the importance of land resource in the overall national development agenda, I do urge nyinyi wale mtachagua, msichague watu ambao watatuweka gia ya reverse kuturudisha kule tumetoka. Tunataka wale ambao watasongesha hii agenda na kuhakikisha kwamba kila Mkenya ako na haki yake na mali yake, sio kuturudisha kwa enzi ya wizi na mambo mengine.
Now that's President Uhuru Kenyatta. And the person he's referring to in that particular video is none other than William Samoei Arap Ruto. So why would he attack Ruto over issues to do with land when his family has always had issues of land? In the last election, for example, President Uhuru Kenyatta had serious challenges campaigning in the coastal region because of the family historical land issues. William Ruto was the guy who was sent by Jubilee to campaign for President Uhuru Kenyatta in the coastal region. But today, President Uhuru Kenyatta is actually challenging Kenyans not to elect someone who will reverse the gains in the land sector. Why do you think he's doing that? Number one, I think what the president wanted to achieve is simple. He wanted to project William Ruto as anti-reforms. You know, we have two tickets in this country, major ones. Wajakoya is the third there, the fifth. But we have two main tickets. That is Kenya Kwanza and Azimio la Umoja, One Kenya Alliance. The ticket of Rigathi Gachagua and William Ruto is a true representation of the past, people who have never stood for reforms. The ticket of Raila Odinga and that of Martha Karua is completely opposite, people who stood for reforms. They have reform credentials. So when President Uhuru Kenyatta talks of land reforms and people who will reverse land reforms, is actually reminding Kenyans to look at the reform credentials of these guys. So Kenyans will go back and figure out between Martha Karua and Raila Odinga, who fought for land reforms in this country, who has a better idea of what land reforms is. Then you go to Rigathi and William Ruto. Then you figure out. So basically, it's trying to remind Kenyans about reform credentials of Ruto and Rigathi Gachagua, that these guys are likely to reverse any gains which Kenyans might have achieved in terms of land reform, and not only in land reforms, but any other thing. So from today, I have an idea of the kind of campaigns President Uhuru Kenyatta is likely to take down there. And that's why I began by asking myself why Uhuru Kenyatta would actually take Ruto on the issue of land. So Uhuru Kenyatta is suggesting that during his time, he has tried to effect certain land reforms, which means if he's not there and we elect someone who will not continue with those reforms, then those reforms are going to be lost. So I'm foreseeing a situation where Raila Odinga and Martha Karua are going to be sold as pro-reforms in this country. So that's number one. Number two is something which President Uhuru Kenyatta likes doing a lot to his deputy, provoking Ruto to react. There's a way Uhuru Kenyatta has consistently managed to provoke the DP and his brigades. Then these guys will go on attack spree. So they'll take the next 2-3 weeks attacking President Uhuru Kenyatta. So Uhuru Kenyatta spoke about this land issue. He didn't mention the name Ruto. Tomorrow, this is something I can bet. Tomorrow or the next few days or the next few weeks, Uhuru Kenyatta family and the land equation is going to form part and parcel of William Ruto and his brigade's agenda in their rallies. So that's how Uhuru Kenyatta has always managed the DP. So he provokes him. So these guys will now go out, start attacking President Uhuru Kenyatta over that land issue. And as they will be doing that, the president with his intelligence system will start releasing dossier information about William Ruto's lands. Remember, there's a time Matiang'i gave a list of lands which were owned by the deputy president. They ended up denying. Then, recently, when the DP was in, was it in Kwale? No, in Taita Taveta. He told them how he bought the land from Basil Criticus. And remember, the deputy president was actually in Taita Taveta. He talked of that issue. The next day, he was supposed to have a big rally. What happened? The intelligence planted a headline on almost the 2-day list about that particular land issue. How families were evicted out of that land just to pave way for one individual. So the truth of the matter is that the president is actually provoking the DP. So his allies will start talking about the land issues. Before they know, they'll be in for shock. And that's why I would advise the DP and his brigades not to be provoked by President Uhuru Kenyatta if they are careful. But if they are going to respond, we are going to get more information about land issues. Number 3, I also tend to think that Uhuru Kenyatta, being a smart politician, wanted a way of diverting Kenya Kwanza from attacking Raila Odinga, because Raila Odinga is the candidate, so that they can now transfer their attacks on President Uhuru Kenyatta. And remember, Uhuru Kenyatta has supporters, especially from the mountain. They'll not be happy seeing Uhuru himself being attacked by William Ruto's allies. So they'll raise issues. So the truth is, strategically, Uhuru is trying to shield Raila Odinga from attacks. If you have been keen, of late, Kenya Kwanza have been trying to attack Raila Odinga strategically per region. In Mombasa, I saw Jichopevu and the team attacking Raila Odinga over port. In the same yesterday, you saw Musalia Mudavadi, a man who has always been helped by Raila Odinga. Almost every occasion when he makes political mistakes, attacking Raila Odinga as lawyers. You see, the coastal were attacking Raila Odinga as coast. The lawyers were attacking him as lawyers. I don't know which other region will be organized to attack him. So what the president is doing, he wants those attacks away from Raila Odinga, so that Raila Odinga can focus on his campaigns. So the next day, you'll see William Ruto and his brigades attacking the president, and Raila Odinga will be left very far. And lastly, it will also be his strategy of campaigning for Raila Odinga. Just by that statement alone, it's going to make headline. Tomorrow, it's likely to become a campaign agenda, and that's how you campaign for someone. I don't know what you think. That's my take. Thank you, guys, and please, may you have a good day. Bye-bye.